Hey, what's up, everybody? So, had an impromptu hangout I'm going to actually do here tonight now. So, I felt like it was National Beer Day and didn't get a chance to really do something to talk about National Beer Day. So, I said, well, we're going to hang out in before it turns midnight. So, we're like 14 minutes away from that. So, we're going to just sit here, chill, talk about some beer, whatever else comes up. I'm in the house with Redbeard, who you saw a little bit ago on the other show I just launched. Was kind of giving a lot of shout outs to a lot of the people that sub and that have channels themselves. You got to check out his video and him chugging a Smirnoff and a Bacardi Breeze together. His most popular video on the channel. That was something to see, I must say. And then I've got Ashley Sexton here as well, who was also in the chat. And Ashley actually does some home brewing stuff and makes a lot of good beer there. So if you guys have any home brewing type questions and things on those lines, and we got Ashley on board too. I know some stuff about it, but I don't brew as much now, but I know Ashley keeps up on it and does some pretty good things. And just figure we kick it for a bit here. You know, maybe we'll have some other people at some point here, but kind of a last minute thing. So I'm not sure who all's out there right now. I just see one watching, but there's no names. I don't know who that one could be, but we're just going to have a little fun, kick it back and see who all shows up. And I'm going to try to drink another beer here.
I'm going to try.
From the same company.
You got to believe in yourself.
Hope it doesn't explode.
Oh, you're having exploding problems there.
Look at it. Oh. Just about.
Wow.
This thing is so freaking carbonated. So
it's funny, actually. If you guys watch my channel, my best friend Marcel, he came over probably about a month ago now and had a bottle of some kind of Saison or something from like Bose Brewing out of Van Cleek, like Ottawa, basically, Ontario. They just recently started up kind of their barrel house, kind of like, so they're like exclusive, more limited edition beers.
Okay.
And Marcel was in that area, and he brought back a few, and I had some of them pretty good. And randomly, the one night he was here, opened up the one bottle, and on my counter, over half of the bottle literally foamed up, and over half the bottle was gone when the foam finally subsided. I'd never seen it go that crazy before. It was nuts.
Now, Rod, in those pilsners that you're pouring, is there any like sediment at the end of the can or anything like that, or is it like pour out clear the entire way?
No, it's pouring out pretty much clear.
Really? Eh?
You're not getting sediment in the bottom. It's just, I think they ramped up the carbonation on this when they put it in the cans.
Yeah.
I mean, you're looking at it there. You're not seeing any sediment or anything along those lines. It's got the chill haze on it, but
yeah. So that's not a secondary fermentation issue or anything like that.
Right. And this is the first time I've seen this brewery make this beer. So
yeah.
I would love to, like, actually, you live in like the Albino Rhino, Chris Lezak kind of Joe almost area. Yeah. So you're kind of far, but I would love to fucking brew a beer with you, man. That'd be fun.
So,
it'd be so
fun, man. Doesn't matter where you.
I know. I only did it the one time. If any of the two people watching are into that, or you want to check it out, Albino Rhino. He did a video on it, and I was gonna make my own. I was like, he did such a good job. I'm like, he can have that. But yeah, like when him and I went to the Cayman Kettle in Font Hill, I believe it is, Ontario, and they have a bigger system kind of in place now for their more mainstream stuff, but like they still have this awesome kind of pilot brew system going on. So you're basically brewing about a keg at a time.
Yes, that's exactly what they were doing. Yeah. They
invited me and Chad, the Albino Rhino, down in there to make a beer. And I did most of the work because Chad's done all that before, and he let me do it all, like everything from grinding the fucking malt down, like in the fucking stone grinder thing, to like everything. Like, so it's like that, doing it that style as opposed to going to a bigger brewery and like I made my first beer and you like did it this huge industrial kind of doing it at the Cayman Kettle was basically like you do it in a homebrew style.
Yeah.
So like I got that feel for it. It was like that. This is something I'm pretty sure I could do and have a lot of fun with. So I already have an area of my apartment set up where I'm pretty sure I need to build a rack. There's a welder downstairs in the shop. I can make my own stuff, and I want like three. You want like a 3 keg rack? Isn't that like a deal?
You know what? You know what's so funny is that
like you're the one to talk about this shit. Like again, like Drunken One, if he was in here, he knows a lot about that shit too.
You can do a style of homebrew called brew in a bag, and really all you need is one kettle and a mesh bag that you can get from your local like paint shop, like a paint strainer bag.
Yeah.
And you can brew a beer in one pot, one strainer bag, and some hops, and all you need is a fermenter, and away you go. The startup for homebrewing is it can be as cheap as you want, or it can be as expensive as you want.
I've seen some crazy, but again, like I want to. Well, again, like I'm kind of asking you, like a 3 keg. If I can get like busted or like whatever for whatever reason they're not usable for beer anymore. Kegs from New Ontario.
Yeah, you can. Yep.
So would like three would be pretty cool for like I've seen some stuff where it's like the pilot brew systems you can buy for like $5,000. Look amazing.
Yeah. So
they've got.
You can. So actually, those electric systems that came in kettle use. There's some really expensive models, and there's actually a model from a company called. The model is called RoboBrew. They're out of Australia, and you can buy it for $450, and it basically does everything in one vessel right in front of you. It's all automated.
That was the Cayman kettle had that. Like again, they had it's called there's just the Brewmeister or something like that.
Yeah, there's the Brewmeister. There's also the Grainfather, and then there's RoboBrew.
Grainfather, that's awesome.
Yeah, I know, right?
That's awesome.
But those are like different tiers of quality of the product, right?
There was a chip stand, or sorry, a hot dog vendor here in North Bay a few years ago, called the Dogfather. It's pretty good.
Why not? But you can invest as much as you want into it, but literally you can brew your own home brew.
Well, I want to do it like
$20.
I want to do it. You know, I want to not so much like do it proper, but I want to do it like, you know, like to the point where I can do it and make some nice beer, and it's not. I want to kind of make it as easy as I can for the cheapest price, kind of thing. Like what you're saying with the whole one vessel thing, I can imagine that would be difficult with the straining and all. It could be like kind of messy and this and that.
It's not.
No, really?
It really isn't. No.
Well, it really isn't. Come here to North Bay, and I'll give you. I'll stay on the couch. You can have my bed and everything. You even have the bed, and teach me. Oh, beer. Oh, brew father. Brew father.
It's you know, home brewing is still very much a trial and error. You know, you try one recipe, doesn't work, you still drink it.
I want to make. I saw a YouTube video on some some guy had never done homebrew before, and he wanted to make a mango IPA.
Of course he did.
Yeah.
And first brew of the batch. What's
the whole process? It didn't look like that's kind of. And I would myself a mango, like maybe like figure out how to do the whole lactose thing and make a mango milkshake IPA. That would be a beer that I would like if I could make that myself. If I could make a mango milkshake IPA that's good myself, I would never need to go out and buy beer again, except for beer reviews. Because I love me a mango IPA.
Like your favorite style now?
No, I'd say like my favorite style is it's an IPA, but I'd say milkshake IPAs, some of the better ones, is probably my most preferred. But like just the way the mango, like if you do it right, mango works so well with those juicy hop flavors you can get in an IPA, and you fucking put them together, and it can just be like the most amazing juice bomb in the fucking world. It's delicious.
Yeah, I get it. I like when it comes to beer styles and what I enjoy, I don't like a lot of the pastry style stouts. I don't really like a lot of the high adjunct IPAs. I just like clean styles.
Oh, fair enough. Like I like some of those plain styles. Like one of my favorite go-to IPAs is Octopus Wants to Fight by Great Lakes Brewery.
Yep.
But like that Liquid Art Fest IPA that Collective Arts made, that was vanilla, fucking mango and passion fruit in there with like lactose, but it was amazing. So like it's like that's one of my favorite things is the things you can make, the different flavors you can explore, and these new creations you can invent, and it's still technically, even though some people will bitch and disagree, this is still technically beer.
Yeah.
Because that like the Liquid Art Fest, you drink that, you're like, this isn't beer. This is fucking like alcoholic orange juice. Like well, like Greg, when he gave me the you watched today, you saw it. He's mixing one up right now, making a screwdriver of the yeah. Speaking
Check out
of,
Redbeard's 1,000 view video. There you go.
Speaking of, I feel like I know Drunken one I referenced in there. Rod J is somebody I never got a video from, and I feel like I should have. I don't know, like, well, we were not in a chat in that time, or I just never like got.
No, I was running around. I was working and traveling out of town. I forgot. Next thing I know, you uploaded the video.
Well,
yeah.
Well,
I wanted to get you one. I'm all over the place.
Oh man. Well, fair enough. Like, but no, like.
But then I saw you upload it. I was like, shit, I forgot to get Red's video. It wasn't anything on purpose. It was just I forgot and was traveling so much stuff on my plate.
Again, like we hadn't been in a live chat that recent. Like if it was like within like the last week before I uploaded a live chat, I would have reminded you and be like, hey man, and then it might have been like more on your mind. So it's more on me, I'd say, than you.
Did Joe get you one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you not watch the video?
Not yet. I haven't. No, I've been running around trying to play catch up.
It's the most insane. Like I put so much effort into editing that bastard.
I know.
It took 7.5 hours to render that video on my laptop.
Wow.
I watched it from start to finish. Just so you know.
I appreciate that, buddy.
So that was your 1,000th video that you had done.
Well, my 1,000th daily drink vlog video.
Wow.
Like, I've done. I think my channel has almost 1,500 videos on it now, which is fucking insane.
That's crazy. Yeah. Well, I've got 1,071 on mine.
I got a video manager here. You'll tell me, right?
Yeah. Well, if you pull up your,
I have 1,397 videos.
Yeah.
And I'm actually at what was that to say before? I'm at 96,423 views.
So I'm 20,000 views behind you.
Really?
Yeah, I have 76,290 views.
Are you ahead of me in subs? Aren't you ahead of me in subs by a bit?
No, I'm only like 583 on subs.
Oh.
Yeah. No, you're ahead of me on subs.
I thought the live streaming is definitely helping.
Well, the live stream I think helps for the minutes on the channel. I mean, you get subs if you live stream too.
That's what I'm saying. It's both. Like Craig, yeah. when I live stream, if I start by like 3 p.m. because Craig is over in the UK and he's like my most faithful viewer of my live streams, man.
Mine too. He always tunes in too. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, like I don't know, I have fun with that. I've got again like the stream deck and stuff going on, so I can like change the scenes and stuff now, and like just it's so easy to make it more like a pre-recorded thing while doing a live stream now because of all the different things I can do. It's cool.
What editor are you using now for your videos?
I have Vegas.
There you go. I think that's what Chris might be doing as well. So
it works. So I originally had Sony Premiere. Adobe Premiere. Mm-hmm. Sony Premiere, and it was having issues with basically overheating my computer to the point where it would freeze up.
Right.
So I went to Vegas, and Vegas it has everything you need. Like, I don't know, it works really, really well. And it's so anything you want to know about it, you fucking take 2 seconds, hop over onto YouTube, watch a tutorial, and bam. Like, it's so easy. I like it.
Yeah, I've been using mainly. If I edit on a computer, I just use like Windows Live Maker. On my phone, I have iMovie or whatever, so I could do some stuff there too. But
you got that goddamn Apple shit. I see how it is.
But some of their editing software, like Chris, he puts some stuff in his, and it's like crazy. But
I haven't actually tried. Like, I've got the Sony Galaxy S9 Plus, like the Mac Daddy kind of this Galaxy line right now. First time in a long time I've had like the phone to have, and I haven't done like I've recorded a few videos on it, and the video quality and like this thing takes awesome pictures, but I haven't tried doing any kind of editing type stuff through it at all.
Yeah, and it doesn't catch on fire either.
It doesn't.
It hasn't yet.
Yay! No fire. Excellent. Hey.
So Ashley, what beers are you making now?
Well, I just bottled a pale ale using homegrown hops.
Oh, nice.
So it was a very simple recipe just to see what the hops came out like.
What kind of hops did you grow there?
I grow Cascade.
Okay.
I grow Hallertau. I grow and those are my two established plants. They're like 4 years old now.
Okay.
I just started Chinook and Centennial this year. So
okay.
So this beer was pretty much all Cascade, and then the small amount of Chinook I got because it's just a first year plant. I just throw that in at the end. So basic 2-row malt, Cascade, Magnum for bittering. All the late additions were Cascade and Chinook. So we'll see what It's like one of those things. It's you never really know what you're going to get with homegrown hops. You don't know what the alpha acids are.
Yeah.
And, so you sort of have an idea as to what the flavor profile is going to be like, but you just don't know how strong it's going to be. So we'll see how it turns out. I just bottled that, 5 gallons of that. I'll be probably drinking that this week. I don't wait 2 weeks plus before I try my beers. I like to try them like a few days in, like right after bottling. Just yeah. I cheat, right? It's like,
I know I'm supposed to wait, but
and then I just picked up a 55-pound bag of 2-row, and I'm probably going to be making a blonde with my Hallertau, and then after that I've got like some. I want to make a Schwarz beer. I have a porter I want to make that I actually won with. I entered that beer into a local homebrew competition, which I won, but.
Excellent, right?
Who knows how many people were entered? I don't know. Fine, they could have been the best of a bad lot. Who knows? So I'm gonna rebrew that, and we'll see how it goes. But yeah, so I got a blonde ale that's gonna be coming up, and then a Schwarz beer, and then hopefully a porter. So,
are you trying to get to a point at some point where you can like sell your beer to some of the local stores and stuff, or
no? That's way too much. It's like. Yeah, that's a lot of red tape. Dude,
Sexton.
I know.
Sexton.
It's like $1 million name, right?
You've got the best fucking last name, dude. Sexton.
I know. I've always said I'm going to make $1 million off my name, but
actually, I don't know if it's something that like. Is it your Rod Jones? Your last name?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, like you got some. That's like a well-known, like there's Jones soda here in Canada, very tasty. But is there any kind of Jones brewery? Jones beer?
Isn't it Jones soda?
I don't think that's what I'm aware of.
There you go, buddy. Get on that shit.
There's no Red Beer brewery either.
This is true. That is something that would be. I actually ran with the guy from Highlander like this summer. I helped out Highlander Brewing at a bunch of festivals, and the guy, I guess they've started up a brewery technicians course or something like that. That's like a college degree. Like it's a small, low-level college degree you get basically to work in a brewery and stuff, and it's $10,000, and potentially, depending on how things go this winter, he might like. Help me like basically pay for me to take that course.
Well, you have the Cicero program there, right?
Not here, but
you can take that Cicerone course anywhere.
Yeah, so you could do a certified beer server there. It's like $69 or everything. Go to the Cicero level.
I didn't know that, but yeah, still this brew. This is like because I love my job. What I do, I clean hood fans.
I mean, if you want to be a brewer,
I love
brewing tech course will be a little bit much for you.
And Well, yeah, like this is like something where like you know how
You would know
you know how to make beer and how to like make the equipment, make the beer properly and shit. Like
well,
actually, like
your own course though.
yeah.
I think the next level is like $500-600 or something, but I don't think at any point you get to 10,000 by the time, even if you made it all the way to Master Cicero, which is the highest level.
Well, no, again, this is like all like it's some like in-depth course about like how to. I'm assuming like when you're telling me about these prices, like Cicero, is that like just like learning how to like be like basically a wine connoisseur and like taste and like know things better?
Yes.
Not so much about like the actual brewing process.
You learn the brewer process too.
But
I think at a more rudimentary level.
Like on the big scale where you want to know how to fix these fucking this giant hectoliter fucking fermenter and shit, and if something goes wrong, you got to fix it and stuff. Like more of that kind of thing.
Well, that's more. Yeah, I think that's more technical if you're getting into screwing stuff and
hence the term.
Yeah,
brewer technician's course. That I said, Ben. I said that.
No, that's what I'm saying. But if
I said that, Ben.
You're gonna be an actual brewer, or like work in the brewery. In that regard, where you're like fixing shit, then I can see that.
But at the same time, like you're gonna open your own brewery, would that not be a whole shitload of good information to have prior to opening your brewery? Then instead of having to hire this fucking person and pay him, whenever something breaks down, this happened. I got it, man. Bleh.
Now, Carrie, which college institute is this being offered?
It's currently it's through a CTS here in town. Is Canadian. What the fuck's CTS even stand for? No, it's basically like a correspondence thing.
Okay.
CTS, like they have a fucking radio ad. It's CTS Canadian Career College.
But
I don't know what CTS stands for.
I know that in Canada there are two brewery programs. One is in my backyard.
You got the fucking.
I just teach it in my backyard. No, it's at Niagara College.
I've been there.
And then the other one is at in Alberta. So, but there's also a lot of online courses. Like,
well, again, this is pretty new, and it's something. Again, it's not like. It's not. I don't know what the. Again, like I don't even really. I need to talk to Dwayne, the Highlander guy, more because I don't even know 100% because it's more on the like. It's called it's called the brewery technician's course.
Sure.
So it's more along the lines of like just knowing how everything in the brewery works. So in that, like along those lines, you'd think that knowing how everything works would also kind of include kind of making beer to practically show how everything works.
Sure.
So you'd think they'd be kind of a little bit intertwined. Although, it's what is it? It's he told me that it's so many hours for the course, and the last 100 or possibly 1,000 hours of the course are actually at a brewery somewhere.
Okay.
So you're kind of like an apprentice type thing, right?
Yeah.
So
that's awesome.
It's something I wouldn't
jump all over that, man. Because seriously, like I would love to like turn back the hands of time, so to speak, to go back to like the time where I was taking. Yeah, right. I'd be like, here's the business administration diploma I have. I want to learn how to brew beer professionally because that's what I'm passionate about. So, but it is what it is. Family, kids.
Timing does matter. I mean, I've got a degree in journalism and marketing, so.
Yeah, timing's everything, right? So, so if you have the opportunity to do so and you have the means and the wherewithal to do it, go right ahead and do it. Especially if someone's willing to pay for you to do it.
Definitely. Yeah.
Oh my God, you kidding me?
Yeah, I was thinking about doing a Cicero one just to get. I mean, I already read a lot about beer and stuff, but the Cicero, like you have to know how to serve beer, the right temperature, and all that stuff. But by the time you're said and done, you basically can look at a beer and say, "Oh, that's so and so." This is this and this and this is what it should have, and you kind of get a nice base of everything along those lines. Like I can kind of pick out beers now from the different studying and reading and stuff, but to have the actual certificate behind you is good. But then I talk to people in the industry, and they're like, some have it, some don't, some need it, some don't. I mean, it's kind of like totally what you kind of feel about. Like if you already know the knowledge, then people will just pick you up for that knowledge anyway.
Well, like just doing like what I'm doing, kind of like a journeyman type thing, like just trying a new beer every goddamn day and just keeping at it. And like I know so much more about beer from just doing that than I did in the beginning. Like you do that, I do that. If I keep doing this for like another 5 years, I'll be up there with some fucking really knowledgeable people as far as like what a beer should taste like and colors and scents and all this crazy shit.
Well, it's kind of funny now, like when I go and do some of the brewery videos and I sit there with the brewers talking about it and tasting the beer, and it's like, oh, it tastes like this and this, and I get this out of it, and they're nodding along like, yeah, that's what we want, blah, 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 that's how it should be, and everything like that. And it's like, oh, did you use like Centennial here? This is more like a Centennial type. Oh, yeah, that's what we use. It was like, shit, I'm getting the answers right. Yeah. Are you telling me I'm getting them right now?
I'm not gonna, yes.
It's like this stuff is starting to stick in my mind. I'm actually picking up these qualities of the beer, and I'm picking up what was used here. And I know the different malts that you're putting in, and like I know when you're using the flaked oat, I can feel it in the texture, and it's kind of like
absolutely, yeah.
I'm at the point now where like I occasionally like I'll drink it. I don't read the can generally before I drink it, so I'll pour it, take a drink. I taste this, and when I pick up the can and read it, and it's like, I got like this, and this right.
Yeah.
Yay, me! Like I feel so good. I feel so proud of myself. It's fucking cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like a few weeks ago, I sent mystery beers to Nick and Lee, and they did the
not
live.
Not me.
No.
What the hell? I'm just kidding.
So, anyways, I sent those beers out east. They did a live dual mystery beer review, and I'm sitting there watching it with my wife on the YouTubes, on the big screen. And I sent them a IPA from Great Lakes Brewery, and it's called Karma Citra. And they just use like, I don't even know what the malt bill was. It doesn't really fucking matter. But it's like 100% Citra. It's all Citra. And then Lee goes, sort of tastes like Citra. I'm like, motherfucker, he got it. So it's like, and I'm pretty sure he had never had the beer before, but he picked out that hop, And,
Karma Citra, though, like if you're gonna get like,
it's not a hard one.
Citra is like one of the most like intensely tropical aroma fruity hops out there, and like you smell it, and you're like, yeah, I like myself. I've had that beer a few times, and it's a great IPA, but for a mystery beer, you could have sent them something a bit more mixed hops. You know what I mean? Like give a bit of a challenge.
Yeah,
but actually, you know what? For the fact that's your first time doing it.
Yeah, it was the first time doing it, right?
The second time you do it, add one more male to the list. I have not done any kind of mystery beer yet. I want to do a mystery beer so bad. I keep telling like Joe and stuff. I'm like, Joe, get over the border just a bit. Send me a fucking beer, one beer, one mystery beer,
just one.
But
but that tax going to Canada from the States.
No, that's why I said that's why he needs to. He's not far away. He needs to drive like a half an hour across the border and then send it. Yeah, exactly. Yes.
Drop it off to Nick's house and then Nick can send it up.
No, Nick's too far. You don't chat.
Chris.
Ashley would do it. Ashley could do it.
Yeah, Ashley or Chris.
Chris, or Chad, like either one of those guys.
Yeah.
There's a few of you bastards that are so close to the border. I fucking hate you all. So close.
But then he's able with beer if he brings it across the border, so then you're not going to commit an illegal act.
No, again, like you can make like bringing one or two beers. Like I'm going to a friend's house tonight and have some beers. I'll be back. Blah blah. Like there's. Joe was saying that last night in the after chat, I think, or something like that from that was the after chat from your show last night, where he was talking about that and talking about the ways to kind of, the different excuses that are the best, as opposed to like, because if you say you're going across the border to go to a friend's house and have some beers, they'll be like, oh, who's your friend? Where does he live? Blah blah blah. Just like Jen, just go off and
Yeah,
Like, border control agents
they're the
have
worst. They're the
way too much power. It's insane.
I know controlling borders, all that stuff, but I'd much rather never have to cross the border ever. It's just a
Well,
nerve-wracking experience.
Is it
Well,
nerve
like,
wracking?
again, it shouldn't be.
Is it nerve wracking?
It shouldn't be.
Yeah.
Like, there's so many. Well, I guess there's two huge differences between like the States and Canada, like healthcare and just the number of people that are like, I have to have a gun on me all the time. My gun is the only way to protect me from anything. So those are like the two huge. But aside from that, those are two big things, mind you. But aside from that, we're so fucking similar, like personalities and stuff. When you really look at it,
It's not like everybody has to have a gun on them here. It's just that people that have a gun have enough for about 5 or 6 people.
Yeah.
And again,
really concentrated on people that do have the gun.
I said that last night. It's like I got my house, everything's planned out, and no matter where I am in my house, I'm never more than 2 feet away from a gun. There's always one there's just the insanity of some.
It's like tattoos. I mean, you get one, you can't stop with just one.
I would.
I got one. I got one. I've had it for like almost over 10 years now, and it's the only one I ever got.
Oh yeah, the dancing alien. We remember.
Climbing. He's climbing. Goddamn it. I'll break it out again, but it was so hard to get that goddamn angle on the camera and shit.
That was funny though. You're all over the couch there.
Good times. Good times.
I need a beer refill. I will be right back.
All right.
What do you like? You're like. It sounds like you're opening a snack of some kind.
I'm actually eating this Cadbury dairy milk Caramellos. You get these caramellos? You get these in there?
Is that basically a caramel bar?
Yeah, it's like a chocolate bar with caramel in the middle.
Do you get caramel there?
Caramel?
Yeah.
No, caramel. I don't know what caramel is.
No, it's a caramel bar. It's exactly what you're eating right now, but here it's just a normal thing. It's called caramel.
Look, you guys created caramel. There's
it's like this whole thing. Ad program.
Milk chocolate, and creamy caramel.
That's what it is.
That's milk.
That's fucking hilarious. That's what it is.
But this is one of my favorite candy bars, so I'm just having a couple of these.
Up here, I don't have down there, but the thing up here is like the secret of like how did they get the caramel into the caramel into the caramel bar? And it's like, yeah,
caramel into the caramel.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I can't believe you like that. That's great. It's the same thing that we have here, just like so differently branded. It's a caramel bar. Fucking Ashton should get his ass back here right now and back me up.
Yeah, but you guys get all different flavor crushes. We don't get either.
We got some different crazy, weird Kit Kat flavors going on right now.
Yeah, you guys get some weird stuff sometimes. I say weird, but I mean different. You guys get some of the ketchup potato chips or something, or some weird something.
Like ketchup potato chips is that's just a thing. That's I can go to any corner store and buy a bag.
Yeah, we don't have those like as much around here, like on different things. So it's kind of like just a different taste.
It's more limited edition where you are for whatever reason. It's just like I'm not a huge fan, but if somebody gives me some, I'll take them.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just more of a difference of just how you guys have some different things than we actually have here as well. Or how people call things different. Like I said, I've never heard caramel before for a caramel bar.
Yeah, that's just.
It was like the
like
same.
What do you must have Hawaii? Do you have Hawaiian pizza down there?
Oh yeah, Hawaiian pizza's everywhere though, right? So
yeah. Apparently, it was created in Canada somewhere.
Was it really?
Yeah.
So why would it be Canadian pizza, not like Hawaii pizza?
Because the pineapples, they wanted to make it. Canadian pizza is technically, I believe, just basically cheese, mushrooms, bacon, and pepperoni is a Canadian style pizza. At pretty much any place you go to here.
Cheese.
Ashley has returned.
You said cheese, mushroom, bacon,
and pepperoni.
Pepperoni.
Okay.
That's typically a Canadian style pizza, I believe.
Usually it would have bacon on it too, wouldn't it?
I said bacon. God
Yeah,
damn you.
bacon. But you don't order as a Canadian style pizza, right? Is it
No,
like
no, here, yeah, you would. Yeah.
so like we don't have something to call an American style pizza.
You have American cheese. That like is
Yeah, but it's not like an American style. It's like we don't go in and say, give me the American, the 12-inch American.
Yeah. No.
I mean, we do in hoagies, like in subs, we'll have an American sub, which is like turkey and cheese something versus somebody an Italian sub or something like that and everything. But
my short-term memory is gone. Ashley was gone. What were we talking about when I said Ashley should be here?
Yes. Something called caramel there? Have you ever heard the term caramel, Ashley? Don't say anything, Red.
Caramel?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a chocolate bar.
And is it caramel? Is it the name of the brand, or is it just what you call it?
That is the name of the chocolate bar. The brand is Nielsen.
See,
is it Cadbury?
Or Cadbury? I don't know.
I'm pretty sure that's Cadbury.
But you have Cadbury, and it says dairy.
Look, like there.
It's caramello.
Oh, Cadbury Dairy Milk Caramel.
Milk chocolate and creamy caramel.
That's
a
caramel bar.
Yeah, it's the same type of. It's the same format. It's a different manufacturer, though.
Is it though? Is not Cadbury?
Let me
Are you
Google
sure about that? You should. So I always thought like Cadbury caramel. That makes sense. Nielsen makes like the. I can't think of it. Something else though. They make like the crunch one or something.
Caramilk is made by Cadbury.
There we go. Bam.
Cadbury caramel. Does it look the same as mine?
Yeah, I'll show you.
The bar itself, I'm pretty sure, looks almost identical.
I don't know if you can see that. There you go.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, right there. Bam. Caramel.
Oh, it's a different wrapper and stuff on it.
It looks different, but I'm pretty sure the bar, like, what is your chocolate bar?
My bar has got like little squares you break it into.
Yeah, yes, that's what that is.
Yeah. It's the same shit.
It's exactly the same thing. Exactly the same. Just for whatever reason, you guys get caramello. Like, what is that? Caramello. Like, what?
I don't know.
Caramel, like milk chocolate. That makes sense. Caramel and milk chocolate. That makes sense.
That makes sense with caramel. There's only one thing that gives milk, and that's cows. There's no cows in the bar.
Again, milk chocolate.
Doppelbock. What is this? This is probably way too high. 7.9%.
Never too high. Never.
That's not too high. I don't know.
7.9%.
And this is a true 500 milliliter bottle or can.
Nice.
No 473. This is bigger. Because at 7.9%, I really needed more volume in this can.
Right?
It's like
more bang for your buck, baby.
Yeah, right.
That's what she said.
Actually, for a doppelbock, that's a lot light. It's a little bit lighter than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, they're usually a bit more.
You get the caramel color with that type of style.
I'm not like well versed in doppelbocks, but oh wow, that's
the only thing you know about doppelbocks is they're good.
That's like a loaf of bread.
Yeah, they're kind of hit or miss for me.
Well, that's with any beer style, though, right? Depends where you get it from them.
Well, yeah, but like generally, it's like there's a style. It's like a more often than not good. So I'd say I wouldn't say Doppelbox is kind of more a good one than one not so good. Good, not like I haven't really got to that point where it's like it's a style where I'm like generally a fan of. I guess you'd say.
No,
I guess.
I don't know what you were saying right there.
It happens.
But I like Doppelbock. I had a great one from Weissenfahner at the Oktoberfest last weekend.
I'm pretty sure I've had a couple that were pretty damn good. But again, like on the opposite end of the spectrum, I've had several that were just like kind of meh. So the style overall isn't something I'm hyped on, I guess. Right there.
Have you had any of the Keller beers?
Not enough to say anything really definitive on them.
That's another good style too.
I want to have more Mikkeller beers. Actually, I want to have a Mikkeller beer.
You never had one?
I only had one.
You only had one Mikkeller beer.
I've never had.
Never had one. Wow.
I've never had one either.
They don't make it like randomly. It was this year. Collective Arts had their Liquid Art Fest. And they had all these brewers that never go to, like McKellar was there, and all these other places that like they don't do festivals or like very kind of, you have to go there to get their shit or like know people or have like good shipping stuff. And yeah, I would have loved to go to that festival.
Well, you've had Evil Twin though.
Nope.
Oh,
You've never
really?
had Evil Twin?
Never had. Nope.
You know what? The only time I've had Evil Twin was through the this craft beer advent calendar that I get during Christmas time, and they import stuff. But Evil Twin is not, it's not something that's readily available in Ontario. It doesn't show up. And even though they're a fucking gypsy brewery and they brew all over the place,
isn't it like McKellar's brother or something?
A brewery in New York now.
I heard they're like aren't they related to McKellar in some way? It's like that's what I thought. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Oh, look. No explosion this time.
Nice.
For the first time tonight.
There we go.
Nice.
So
yeah, like I was saying, like Joe,
out of 6, it did not explode.
Like I want Joe to like, grab a selection of like, I don't know, even 4, a couple McKellar beers, 2 Evil Twin beers, or just something cool, and hop over the border and send them my way. Because like there's so many. Like I watch the YouTube. What is it, Joe? I can't pronounce his last name. Joe's Beer Arcade. Joe's Beer Arcade. And he is like the monkish or something like that at the brewery.
Yeah, he's out in California. He gets monkish, yeah.
He gets some just unbelievably awesome looking, delicious sounding juice bomb double IPAs and stuff all the time. And it's like, holy Christ, I wish I was closer to where he gets these beers, man.
Yeah, like California guys get spoiled out there. That's where Earth and them are. They get spoiled on some of the beers.
Yeah. Like I got my brewery here, New Ontario, my hometown brewery. I love them, but they're adventurous. They do like the maple sour to kiwi sour and this stuff. But as far as IPA goes, they have a session IPA as part of the core lineup. It's like I think 4.5 or 5%. It's not bad. And then they'll make like a triple IPA at like 12%. But they won't make like a nice like 6.5 to 7% like badass, amazing, normal IPA for whatever reason.
Right.
It's weird.
I'm sure the people out west are saying, "Oh man, those East Coast guys, they get all the good shit," and then everyone out east like, "Oh man, those fucking Pacific Coasters, they get all the good." It's everyone gets good beer.
Well, we just had the Great American Beer Fest, which is like the huge beer festival here.
Yeah,
and the West Coast breweries won like 53% of the awards, so they still got a little.
That's not like that's pretty even actually.
It's getting pretty close, right? It used to be more than that.
Right.
And,
yeah,
but here in Ohio,
that's cool.
Here in Ohio, we had 13 breweries won 14 medals, which was nice.
Okay.
So they got a little representation going on.
Yeah, you sort of forget about the middle. It's just like
there's like
there's a middle. There is
festivals like that happen, and like however many breweries were there, there's probably like 10 times that a number that weren't there. You know what I mean? So like you can't really gauge on that because like a lot of these small town breweries, they're just starting up whenever might have the money to go to this festival and shit like that. So, you can't really gauge on that. Like again, I got a new hometown brewery opening up, I think within the next month or so, called Gateway City Brewing.
Right.
And they're in this brand new big industrial building that opened. It's like I think there's a big, huge kind of auto parts store in the first block, and the second block is something I can't think of. And then there's a different kind of parts store. It's like this huge, like giant building they built with different like storefronts, and they're in one of those. And I go to the one place often enough for work to get parts for this and that. And every time I go there, because I knew they were going to be there, I met the one guy at the LCBO here the one time, and we talked, and he told me where they were. And I'm like looking around, and like, where's the brewery? Where's the brewery? And the one time I went there, the garage door was open. So I was like, walked in and talked to some of the construction guys and looked around, and It's going to be really nice in there. They've got a huge front area already like kind of cordoned off where their tasting refuge, I guess, is going to be.
Yeah.
Right.
And then the back where all their tanks and shit's going to be set up is all just it's going to be nice when they open up, man.
Nice.
I'm excited for that.
Well, you're lucky.
Well, you made a good point there. I mean, like with the Great American Beer Fest, always like, you get a certain amount of breweries in it, right? But we've got over 67, I think, 6,800 breweries now in the U.S., and all of them aren't going to be at the Great American Beer Fest. So we're always saying, like, this is like the best of the beers that were presented. Doesn't mean they're the best beers in the country.
Yes.
These are the ones that made it here. So
Yeah. Like again, like you might have had the best IPA of your life at the festival, but at the same time, some brewery you don't know of that couldn't make it to the festival might be making an IPA that is 10 times better than that. You don't know. So
you don't know.
You can't. You can kind of gauge, but not 100%. Like,
yeah, that's why I hate when I see those lists, and it's like these blindfolded brewers pick the best IPAs ever. You know, and it's like,
yeah.
So you got an IPA from every brewery out there, and you tasted every one. Otherwise, you don't have the best IPA ever.
Yeah.
You don't know.
It's so true, right?
Yeah.
You just keep on. There's an article that was in a paper somewhere recently about a couple. It's an old married couple at this point, and they met like 30 or 40 years ago, and their passion has been going to craft breweries. And the two of them together have gone to somewhere like, I think it's over 1,000 craft breweries together at this point in time.
Really?
And like, just like that's their passion as a couple. Like, I need to meet a younger clone of this lady.
Hey, lady. Hey, beer lady.
Yeah.
No, I mean, it's a good way to do. I mean, I know couples that get into beer like that. There's like people that plan vacations now when they travel around breweries to set their vacation. You get like you set up your little pattern, you're taking a car. Some people take like campers or wherever, and they camp at places where breweries are.
There's so many breweries now, like that you can be like, I'm gonna plan, like, I want to hit up this one and this one and this one and this one and a campsite kind of in between or whatever. And then, like you can plan a whole vacation. You said beercation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You really shouldn't be driving the whole time though. You
should be driving around doing that, right? You got to Uber from your campsite.
Well, no, but again, like I said, like you got you plan things out, obviously, but yeah.
You get that Uber call, like, where are you at? I'm in the middle of a campsite. I want to pick you up out there.
Are you gonna murder me over there?
Yeah. I've seen Friday the 13th, like all 10 of them, and it's not kind of safe out around campsite.
I'm from PA News. Are you gonna murder me?
Yes. Cheers,
I've never taken an Uber myself.
I took it for the first time a few weeks ago in Chicago, which was kind of cool from the hotel because I was going to Lagunitas, so obviously I didn't want to go out there and drink and then drive back. So
yeah,
and they picked me up, and it's like the two cars they picked me up, and the guys were pretty cool that did it. They were like, I got an Uber. I thought it was like Uber Black or whatever, but it was like in Ford, like Focus or one of the Ford models, and then the other ones are cars. Like they're not the biggest cars, they're not tiny, but it's like they're very economical. If you're going to drive an Uber driver, you got good gas mileage, and you're able to run around the city like that.
Yeah, like Uber isn't even a thing I can get here.
No, you can't.
Oh, you can't get Uber there?
It's not available here yet. No.
Can you get Amazon deliveries there?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I have Amazon Prime. It's like it's like $70 a year or something you pay, and I don't shop that much on Amazon, but I shop there enough to be like it comes here the next fucking day basically, and it's like that's worth that price, man. And I got the Amazon videos, so when the Grand Tour starts up, the Grand the the Grand Tour, you have to know the Grand Tour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the funny thing is, like, we got Amazon Prime, and they deliver like on Sunday.
Really?
Yeah, they deliver. And so it's like they come in, and it's done by USPS. Really? So they deliver the mail on Sunday from Amazon. I'm like, wait a second, you could be delivering the rest of our regular mail on Sunday too.
That's weird.
But they deliver on Sunday and stuff. So if I put an order in, earlier today, like before 1 or 2, it'll say order by this amount of time, and you'll have it Sunday.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
But if you order on like Monday, it still arrives on Sunday?
No, if you order on Monday, you have like by Wednesday with Prime.
Okay.
Yeah, so you get like 2 days for most of the stuff.
Okay.
The only time you won't with Prime if it's like a larger type item, they'll say you'll get it by this date,
Like a
because of the shipping of it and everything. But we can actually, I can't get it on my side of the state line, on Kentucky side, but on the Cincinnati side, we can actually have beer delivered from Amazon.
All right, depending on where you are, you can get like live. You can get live
within 2 hours.
You can get live lobster delivered to your home from Amazon, depending on where you are.
Now we have Uber Eats. Uber Eats will deliver the food for you. And we have a thing called Speed Dash, and they'll pick up, like, I can go Speed Dash right now and put an order, and they'll go to Wendy's and bring me food from Wendy's.
A thing here that just started as Skip the Dishes, it's called.
Yeah, Skip the Dishes,
Yeah, and it's kind of the same thing.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of which, we went to Toledo a couple weeks ago, and I forgot whose show I was talking about. We were talking about Tim Hortons, and we actually did have to stop at a Tim Hortons on the way back. And someone had said how bad it was, like, for the food at the Tim Hortons and that.
Yeah.
And it was okay. I mean, the coffee wasn't that great, though, but the food was like...
Tim Hortons, everything, their customer service, their food quality, everything has gone... It's like it's gone off a cliff in the last couple of years.
Our people that we went to, but I ended up getting, like, the waffle sausage or something because it was, like, morning. But the coffee was kind of, like, bland. I couldn't get that any better up. I was like... I just struggle with it, you know, because I had to drive back like 3 hours. Like, should have went to Starbucks.
I've never been to a Starbucks myself.
What?
You have them up there?
There was one. We had it when before Target kind of died. There was a Target did this whole expansion thing. Opened a store here in North Bay that had a Starbucks inside.
Yeah.
And I went to Target maybe twice in my life when it was here, and I never stopped at the Starbucks. And Target closed down, the Starbucks closed down. I never went. There's a new one actually apparently being built somewhere here in town.
Right.
So maybe I'll check it out. But from what I hear, it's like, yeah, let's go get a fucking caramel extra frappe, blah blah mochaccino latte, Simba, blah 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 for like $15. Which that's not how I roll with my drinks. So we'll see how that pans out.
Did you get a caramel milk candy bar?
Yeah. Again, like $2 maybe. $2. And fucking tasty, man. Again, like it's exactly the same goddamn thing, man. It's very funny to me.
Yeah.
Like actually knows all of it.
Blew your mind. It's like, wait a minute.
The secret, the caramel, like how do they get the caramel in the caramel bar? Like the whole like secret, like they're a thing forever.
No secret, man. They just invert the cups. They pour the caramel in. They put
but that's been their like campaign forever. That's like their thing.
It's like we're fucking retards or something.
Did you guys ever hear about how like McDonald's has a secret menu?
They do, but they don't.
No, they do. I mean, they do have a secret menu. Like, you can order a Big Mac where it uses, like, the quarter-pound patties and stuff and some different things they do. It's priced in for them to do it. Just, like, people just don't know about it.
Really, eh?
Yeah.
Huh.
I think some of that is, like, you can do that, and some of it is, like, you actually have to, like, order these two things and, like, make it yourself.
Oh,
there was an episode, like, I don't know if you guys watch Good Mythical Morning.
Oh, like an urban legend or something, maybe.
It's like that they've done some stuff on that, like Rhett and Link. Yeah.
But their Coke is the real deal. We actually researched that on one episode a while back, how they use the setup and with the ice there. It works for them. Like,
their setup has to be something different with their Coke, man, because it's fucking like magic sauce.
Like after a night of drinking and you need something that morning, whatever, their Coke hits.
Oh my God, it's amazing. It's like, what's up with this? What's with this Coca-Cola Classic? Like, I don't get it.
Well, it's funny these days. I don't know if you guys have seen, but there's like their machines they have now in the drive-thru and shit. It's like this fucking conveyor belt thing, and they like hit they want a Coca-Cola large, enter, and the cup drops down. It goes, meh. The thing fills it up. No, sorry, it goes this far. Ice falls into it. Goes a bit further. The Coke goes in. Waits a second, more Coke goes in, comes across, and all the person has to do is put on a lid and give it to you. It's crazy.
Well, you know, McDonald's is going to automated cashiers already. They already announced that in their plans.
Yep.
So
Well,
you
they've
basically
got
just go, you go to like a kiosk and you put your order in.
Yep.
yeah, they've got that here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which like it's kind of cool because it's like there's no excuse at that point. Like I punched in exactly what I want. If you give me the wrong thing, that is all on you at this point. Like before, it was like maybe you misheard me or something. You know, I said no onions. You thought extra onions for some stupid reason. No, it's on this fucking thing that I made. Look at it now. So yeah.
Except you don't have a person having a job now.
And that's the thing is, and that's something that I struggle with because I work in retail, right?
Yeah.
But I work in retail where it's very interaction driven. So, you know, when I leave work and I go to Walmart and I do my grocery shopping, I'm like pushing my cart and I'm like, fuck. Like, do I go to the cash, like where I can cash myself out because I know I'm faster at it? Or do I take it to the person whose job depends on me going to them?
But at the same time, my mom made a fucking really random like analogy last time we were in Walmart, where she's like, before there used to be like 20 express checkout lanes at the Walmart here in North Bay. There's 20 of them, and there'd only ever be maybe 5 or 6 people working them. There's the whole area not used. They took that area. That's now the self-checkout area, where there's always at least 2 people being paid to like stand around there and monitor shit. And now they've always got all the checkout lanes, the self-checkout lanes open. Yeah. And then also like 3 or 4 of the other ones. So like overall, I don't think the self-checkout lanes are really hurting Walmart jobs, at least not here in North Bay. It seems like it's like actually possibly giving a couple other people a position that didn't exist. So
Walmart has other ways to hurt workers. So,
well, true. Yeah, it's yeah.
US. I think in Canada maybe they do it better because you guys have more on the socialized side stuff. But in America, there are people that get screwed at Walmart.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
Let's see here. So yeah, Guy actually showed. We have people making comments now. So Guy
oh my god! Last time I looked over, there was Guy saying "sup peoples." Now I look over and it's like full fucking full block. Wow.
I think he did tartar farces to try to get attention there. And Jamie's there, Jamie says, fellas, and said just had a Lugo tread. What is that?
Lug tread by Bose. Lugo tread.
What is
it? It's a Bose Brewery. It's their lug tread. It's their lager.
It's the beer that has to be in every one of their mix packs, even though the mix packs are only 4 beers. It's fucking annoying.
Yeah.
It's just like it's just a basic ale though, isn't it? I can't remember.
It's I believe it's more of a Kolsch. But yeah, it's like it's
a lager ale.
There's nothing special. Like I feel like they're 4 packs because again, it's only 4 beers they put in these seasonals. Should be 4 unique. Lug tread does not have to be part of everything. It doesn't. God damn it.
Well, Yi says it's not a secret menu. Talk about McDonald's. It's just how drunk are you and what you dare to ask for.
Yeah. Again, it's kind of at like the person who's behind the counter and who's working that time. It's at their discretion. Like, can you make me a Big Mac but use chicken nuggets to the patties?
we used to live by an Arby's. You guys got Arby's up there too, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, again, though, I haven't been to one.
And the Arby's that we would go to, every time we would go, like always be backed up and the line would take longer than it needed to take. And there was one guy that would always work the window. And he always like, oh, we're so sorry it took so long, blah, blah, blah. Here you go. He always put like extra food in the bag. So like you never mind, you were kind of hoping you would go there and get a delay. Because then you knew you got extra stuff when you got to the window. And then one day they fired him for doing that. But I thought it was great customer service. I thought he was doing a good job, making up for us being delayed. So
that's hilarious.
My actual job, I clean kitchen fans, and we have a couple of McDonald's contracts.
A machine can't give you the extra food.
No, a machine cannot.
That takes human intuition to do that.
Yeah. They said we have the McDonald's contracts, and we'll go to a McDonald's restaurant, and it's like we walk in, and they had no idea we're coming, kind of thing. So it's like, you have all this food that's going to waste. Feel free not to throw that out. It's kind of the joking thing I'll say. Like, I walk in, it's like, we're here to clean your hoods. Don't throw out any of the extra food. And then what do you want? The one night we went to the one place that we got there, it was a Friday night, like basically kind of around like right now. And we show up, and it's like they were getting all ready for their like Friday night bar rush. And we walk in, it's like, yeah, shut down. We're here to clean your hoods. You can't cook anymore. Like, oh, we have all this food. Okay. I think I had at least six burgers, some kind of a chicken burger, and like probably 30 McNuggets.
You know what it was? Just like
I ate all this food. It was like at the point where it was like I go to work, like because we got there and wait for all the stuff to cool down, the equipment and stuff before I can do everything. And I ate all this food. I'm like, I don't fucking work anymore. I'm so fucking full. But yeah, it was awesome. It was so good.
I had one hell of a shit the next day.
Let me see here. So Jamie said he moved up to the Champagne of Bill, drinking a Miller High Life now.
Oh, he's getting all high.
How much is Miller
he's getting high? Yeah, he's getting all high.
How much is Miller High Life? And because you guys get screwed on those beers usually.
It's not terrible. Actually, Lorena, you probably haven't watched it. Rod, I don't know if you're subscribed to Basement Beer Reviews, but he had a really funny video on Miller High Life today.
I didn't know Jamie had a channel. I would have shared it earlier.
Yeah, man.
God.
Basement Beer Reviews totally is one of the most randomly great channels out there.
I feel bad that I didn't get a chance to show it earlier.
He never fails to impress.
Yeah.
Jamie's got a very
awesome,
almost like it's funny because when he comes into a live chat, often his picture will be Norm Macdonald. He's got a very kind of almost Norm Macdonald-ish humor.
He does kind of think about it. Type. He's pretty straight-laced humor.
It works. Yeah, it's a good comparison. Yeah. He's an awesome guy.
And then Guy says sex bots at the cash.
But he just said.
And then he said Red Beer would jump behind the cash. So he thinks you're in the sex bots there, which they do have robots coming that are kind of more human-like now for sex. So you might be in good shape there, Red.
Thanks, buddy.
Then I have my buddy Jared tune in for a little bit, so appreciate that, Jared. Cody said he was just at Walmart 20 minutes ago, and there was only self-checkouts, but the thing is there were only 3 of them open. So you were kind of limited on what you can use there.
Like how could there have only been 3 open? With the other?
Because we have, over here in America, we have like 24-hour ones. Yeah. So like after like 8 or 10, well, I'd say after like 10 or 11, they will go to like automated services like for that. Yeah. So you're limited because there's less people coming through. So their workers, they get sent home and still stay open like 24 hours here, and it'll be limited machines. If I go to Kroger right now, which Kroger's like our grocery store chain, we have a 24-hour one. They'll have a couple of those open. They'll have like maybe 1 or 2 actual cashiers there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
Then he said, Jamie said, Guy said, Lug throws it into its brewery expansion right into you.
What?
I don't know what Guy was saying there, but apparently Ashley is actually cracked up.
It's like broken drunk English. Awesome.
Yeah. And then Cody says, keeping it simple with Bud Light Platinum, which I didn't even realize Bud Light was still making Platinum. Yeah, left over from a party he had there. Doesn't usually drink craft beer during a party, just on nights when hanging out without getting crazy. And then he said craft beer is too expensive to not remember drinking them. Lots of laugh. Yeah, depending on what you get, you definitely can hit the pocket a little bit. Yeah. Jamie said, "Lots of laugh, Rod. You were a sub." I did not realize that. I have no response for Jamie. Like,
you have no excuse on that one.
Yeah,
no excuse.
My next shout out, Jamie's the first channel that I'm going to be showing. So I may just do a dedicated video just to Jamie to make up for that.
Yes.
High Life is lacking compared to Genuine Draft by a little bit. See, I'd probably drink High Life before I would drink Genuine Draft, but that's just me. But I drank a lot of Genuine Draft when we were in college. I mean, that was, a beer that was kind of cheap and right there for us.
That'd be a toss-up.
And Guy says, and this is why they don't let me join. Laughing. And then Jamie says, I saw my channel in your sidebar. Okay, Jamie. Okay, I messed up.
So if
I was trying to, he's not letting me live this down at all.
a few months ago, Jamie did like this like short mini series over the course of a day of him filling up his like kiddie pool with water while he was barbecuing and drinking beers. And it was like the most epic, like 6-part mini series. I guess you can call it beer tube uploads. It was hilarious.
Yeah, it was good stuff.
There was something about it that just really resonated with me, and Jamie, I appreciated it, and it was funny. And yeah, at the end of the video, he ended up dumping all the water into the kiddie pool for no reason.
I get the feel like Jamie is like an all-star prankster. I mean,
it was like very much like very I wouldn't say easy like. It was shit. I don't know. It was really funny. It was check out his channel. It's awesome.
One of the things I find is hard for me to try to keep. Are you guys like you have trouble keeping up on all the other channels that are out there? I mean,
100%.
Yeah,
100%.
I wake up in the morning and I open up my YouTube subscription feed and it's like so many things that I want to watch. It's like you have to like pick and choose. Like and then like different shows and stuff that I keep up with as well, depending on the time of year and stuff. Like right now, all the shows are starting to come back, so it's like, fuck, it's and I gotta make my own videos and stuff too. It's like, goddamn.
It is a lot going on.
And I want to live stream. Like, goddamn.
I've got so many shows that are DVR right now. I haven't watched Luke Cage. I haven't watched Iron Fist.
You haven't watched any of Luke Cage?
I haven't watched any of it yet.
Oh, wow.
The Gifted just came back. Next week or the week after, Daredevil comes back.
I'm looking forward for Daredevil. I never watched
The Walking Dead's coming back.
I never watched Iron Fist.
Coming back.
Walking Dead is kind of dead though. Like I feel like at this point I still watch it.
I stopped for a while and came back, but it's picked up.
I still watch it, but it's like it's at this point it's kind of like they really do need to just fucking figure out a way to end the series. It's
But they got like 2 or 3 more series possibly coming.
And like the spin-offs and stuff and fucking
like Law and Order, it's able to be zombies.
Like, my God. Like Rick is leaving now. Like Rick is like the centric fucking character to the comic story, and he's gonna leave the show. It's like I don't know if you guys watch Shameless.
I haven't seen Shameless. I know about it.
I highly recommend that. That's
which I can actually start watching now because they're on Netflix. So I can go back from season 1 and start.
Well, like as far as like my favorite show period is the Venture Brothers, which is kind of adult themed.
I watched that.
You need to watch the entire thing and get caught up because this new season that's airing right now is fucking unbelievably awesome. They've tied up loose ends from like the first season and shit. Like the writing in that show and everything about that show, that is my straight up #1 favorite TV show. Yeah. But probably in like the top 3. I'm not sure what I put second, but Shameless is in there somewhere. And as far as like well-written live action shows, funny but like dramatic and like so good.
Show with the chemist, Breaking Bad. I've never seen Breaking Bad.
That's another really good
Call
show.
Me Saul picks up from Breaking Bad, and Call Me Saul's pretty good. I haven't seen that either.
I've watched the first 2 episodes of Breaking Bad, and that's it. And my wife and I, we haven't like.
Ashley, you need to fix that, my friend.
I know, but like, good luck finding the time, right?
True. Yeah.
The like.
But yeah, it's actually surprising. Like a lot of shows I've watched all the way through, they get to the end, and it's like really like Lost. I don't know if either of you watched Lost.
Well, Lost was so easy to figure out in the beginning. You're like,
but again. And like,
but like, oh no, that's not this. And then the end.
That was the thing. They kept saying no. They kept saying no. This isn't the way it's. And that is how it was. Like really.
Yeah. It's like you're not that smart, ABC. We know what's going on here.
And then like, Sons of Anarchy.
See, I never watched Sons of Anarchy, but now I'm DVR Mayans because I want to see the Mayans.
Well, Sons of Anarchy was awesome.
Yeah.
But like the way it ends is kind of like, I don't want to spoil it. I'm not going to say exactly, but the way it ends is kind of like, really? I've seen that so many shows were just like, really? And like that Breaking Bad ended pretty fucking well. It was decent. It was a good ending.
I thought the Dexter ending was a little of a letdown.
I never finished Dexter. Me
neither. I watched up until
before Dexter, he was on 6 Feet Under. I never finished that one either.
The last season of Dexter I watched was the one before Tom Hanks' son came in. So I think there's 2 seasons I didn't watch. I think
Tom Hanks' son's season was the last one.
Well, regardless, it was a show that I watched with my ex, like kind of like together, and then she grew some demon wings and flew away, and I kind of lost a bit of interest in the show after that.
Dexter was such a solid like from
I don't know why I stopped watching it, but just did at some point.
It's funny because like my job again, I clean kitchen hood fans, and the way I do it, like if you walk into any restaurant kitchen, there's this huge exhaust hood covering all the appliances, and I go in there with this like white clear plastic tarp, and I tarp the whole thing off and put all these backdrops down and stuff. And it was funny. The last time it happened, like people like, "Ooh, have you seen Dexter? You look like Dexter. Look, you're Dexter." And like the last time, I was just like, the guy was like, "Oh man, looks like you killed me. Have you seen Dexter?" I'm like, dude, I'm honestly thinking of like keeping track at this point and giving an award to like the 1,000th person that says that reference to me, because like, it's just every single time. Good time.
So Jamie said, lots of laughs. My channel is so dumb. Guy said, I watched all the Luke Cages, but I won Johnny Cage.
Mortal Kombat, nice.
Jamie said, used to do beer reviews, but honestly, I've had such a bad sense of smell. Felt he was not doing a good job. Guy said, well, Sub-Zero would be better. And then Cody says, once Rick leaves, I think people might lose interest.
That's true.
I don't know, because there's a lot of people that like Daryl. I'm kind of actually digging Maggie's character. I'm kind of hoping Maggie takes Rick out for not.
Daryl is like he's kind of the like Rick is the main character of the show right now. But Daryl has always been like the one who like all the girls are like, and even like the bad boys like myself. Daryl's bad. I can't think of who I'd say my favorite characters right now. Possibly Daryl.
I started to actually like Negan some now after. Yeah, right? With Negan,
what's wrong with you?
When you understand what he's really doing, he's actually bringing order to a lot of things.
But in a pretty fucking horrible way.
It's the end of the world for a lot of people. So everybody can't make it. He establishes the rules. It's funny. We'll go out some places. I'll start like talking like Negan sometimes. They'll be like, we'll go to a restaurant. I'll be on the menu. I'll be like, well, shit, look at this hamburger. I'll start going to Negan.
As he pulls out the seal, puts on the table, fucking.
That's it.
Start dropping your voice like Negan in the restaurant.
I gotta say, the guy I can't think of his name. The actor that does that role, he is a really good actor. Yeah. He was the comedian in The Watchmen or whatever.
Oh yeah, he was. You're right.
He was damn good.
He was on what you call him too. What's the one that's been like
Supernatural?
Yeah, Supernatural.
Look at that, Jinx! You owe me a Coke.
I don't know you shit.
You owe me a Coke. Fuck you.
Guy says Shameless is emo Trailer Park Boys. Changed my mind, but I like it.
You know what? Well, like very much different, but like that's a decent comparison right there, actually. Yeah. Not the same at all, but kind of a little bit the same.
And then Cody says it seems like people are watching just because they're interested so much time into the series, and definitely agree with that. When you're watching in The Walking Dead at this point, it's like having that 10 sub card. You're like on sub number 8, so I gotta watch it. So I get the 10 for free. So you're kind of locked into it.
You're so committed, even though you're like, come on, just fucking let me have it.
Cheers, Maple Rooski. It's been a while. Cheers. Thanks for stopping by here. Basin Beer says Guy wants Johnny Cakes, not Johnny Cage.
Nice.
Cody says he agrees about Negan. LOL. Yeah, because I mean Negan's a fun guy. When you get to know his character and see what he's actually doing, it's kind of like like Kim Jong Il, whatever his name is, type way. But he's trying to lay out a kind of directive for people to follow and stuff. But
you're never going to get like
his mannerisms are like comical in some way at points.
You're never going to get the support by being like, hey, it's kind of like Kim Jong Il, in the good ways. That's never the way to do it.
But in a funny way.
Yeah, all the good things about that North Korean bastard everybody hates, all those good things, that's him.
Cody agrees with me. He says he's kind of comical in a way. The way he says some of the things he does, right? So it's like, you hear the expressions on there, and it's like, you laugh when you hear him do stuff. I mean, it's almost like when you used to watch Deadwood, the way they would curse on Deadwood. You're like, I never thought of putting those words together before like that. It's kind of like the way that Negan talks and the way he brings to that character is pretty hilarious at some points.
No, again, I'll give you like the Jeffrey D. Morgan fucking does a great job at like not just that character, everything I've ever seen him in. I can't think of a role I've seen him in where I wasn't like, dude's fucking a pretty goddamn good actor. So
yeah.
I
think they did the backstory about why he calls the Batless Steel and all that stuff too, which is pretty cool.
I want to actually get like the comics and read through them because I would like to know the actual like it's still ongoing now. It's one of I want to say it's one of probably the most like the longest running at this point like continuous story arc comics that's been going on. Because most comics is like you open it up, you read the story, that's the end of it. Next one, blah blah. But this is like from the beginning to now has been like one big long story arc.
Yeah,
pretty crazy.
But I don't get into the Fear of the Walking Dead or the Fear of the Dead, Fear of the Walking Dead.
Fear of the Walking Dead. I haven't watched it at all.
That one lost me early on. I was like, yeah.
You checked it out though?
I watched it for like the first couple seasons and I got bored with it.
Okay. I heard some people saying like
the most entertaining character was the kid on drugs. And now that I know he's not on there anymore, I'm like, well, I don't want to watch it now.
Fear of the Walking Dead?
Yeah, see, I don't watch that. My wife just fell out of it last season as well.
Yeah. They killed off a lot of really important people way too early.
Well, that's why I think they tried to put Morgan on there now so people will watch because people do like Morgan's character.
Oh, he's in there now?
Yeah, he's on Fear Dead now.
Really? Because like I never checked it out because I was like, I got fucking so much shit to watch already, and I was like, and then I heard some reviews saying it wasn't that good in the beginning, and then eventually people were being like, this is like better than The Walking Dead, and then it just kind of faded away. So eventually I'll probably, hopefully, maybe check it out. But
now I'll tell you a badass show to watch though on that is Into the Badlands.
Yes.
You're the one.
Yeah.
I saw some random post by you on Facebook that said you were watching that. I was like, that show just the name of that show sounds cool. So I checked it out. I watched the whole first season.
Yeah.
And I'm like halfway through the second season right now. And yeah, man, that's did you watch the 100?
No, I haven't seen the 100.
That show is very kind of like just like watching it, the whole look of the show, very, very similar. The 100 is about this, I guess, I can't remember what it was, but there was a group of people, I guess, like the Earth was dying, all the space able.
Oh yeah, I remember.
And they send into the orbit the space station. So it's like lots of humanities in the space station, and then they're starting to fucking die up there. So they're like, let's send some people back down to Earth and see what it's like. And they send 100 kids because they're assholes down to Earth, and the Earth is habitable, but they're not all dead as far as people goes and shit. It's like, yeah, it's a really, really pretty cool show. I recommend it.
I haven't seen that. Which network is it? Is that on?
It's on the CW.
Really? Okay.
It's like it's the only show that I've watched faithfully on the CW since Supernatural. I watched for a long time, but I haven't watched that in like 4 seasons, I think.
Isn't the Flash on CW?
Yeah,
I heard people
watched
like that show.
I watched the first season of that and some of the second episode.
Green Arrow too is on that one. Arrow's right on there as well.
Again, I watched. Yeah. I was like all about those shows, The Flash and Arrow and all this, and then they just kind of became just like generic shows for like teenage girls. It seemed like kind of thing, like just you watch the show for fucking 40 minutes, and 5 minutes of that episode is actually some cool fight shit. Everything else is just drama. It's like that's not what I want in a superhero cartoon.
Well, I always thought the CW was more, kind of positioned like for teenage girls or so.
Yeah.
I mean, they've added on there since then, but when it first came out, it was kind of positioned that way.
The 100 again is a show on that network that is like kind of a standout for being, I guess, kind of for that. There's like the people in that show are supposed to be a bit younger, the characters, so it's more geared towards them. But at the same time, it's like some of the shit that goes down in that show is just fucking crazy, man.
Yeah. Let's see, and Cody
the comments just kind of exploded out of nowhere. It's crazy.
Cody said he had to watch the spin-offs because they have it interesting. I'm talking about The Walking Dead. Jamie bailed on The Walking Dead after season 1, but he did the same with Game of Thrones. And Game of Thrones is another one that I never got into and never really watched. My wife watches it every
Game of Thrones?
Yeah.
Their last season is going to be happening, I believe, beginning of next year. Game of Thrones, depending on like...
I'm drinking Game of Thrones beers from Amagang, and they're pretty...
I've had a couple myself, not bad. But... like Game of Thrones, they've basically deviated kind of Harry Potter style from the books at this point, where it's like the books say this thing, the show says this thing.
Yeah,
you can't really compare them anymore. But the show has always been really, really well done. Like the amount of money they spend on the fucking CGI and stuff, and the last season is about to air. Shut up. Someday. But yeah, man, like give Game of Thrones, like at least watch the first season, my friend.
It wasn't Guy. It was
it wasn't Guy. It was Jamie.
So Jamie, that's
and he's totally trolling.
Oh, I said season 1, so 6 seasons. So you watched this first season. You know what? Give another season.
I've never watched Game of Thrones though.
What? No, you're
even worse.
You're
huh?
Yeah, see, you're the one. You're that's what I'm saying. I was talking to Jamie. But I'm actually talking to you. Give season 1 a chance, man.
Jamie said he's not watching.
Okay, Rod. Seriously though, like, give yourself a weekend.
I just don't. I've seen some episodes and it hasn't really held my attention. It's just.
Oh my god.
No, but you can't. It's one of those shows where you can't just watch a random episode.
No, you have to.
You have to start at the beginning and watch the fucking thing through. Like there's.
I like the little guy, the midget guy. Apparently, I did a personality test online and me had the same type of personality or whatever.
Tyrion.
My wife's like, yeah, he's an asshole. I was like, that's probably why I like him.
Did you watch the new Avengers movie?
Yeah, of course.
So he's the same guy that is the fucking like dwarf that fixes Thor's hammer.
Don't ruin it. Oh, you just ruined it.
Well, people admit that didn't watch it or watching the show.
I'm not ruining anything. Like Tyrion plays an awesome badass dwarf in the Avengers.
Dwarf.
And if you haven't seen Avengers by now, that's on you.
A dwarf engineer. I don't know.
What is it?
The cool thing in the movie was the dwarf. He was a dwarf, but he was huge. It was awesome. Like Tyrion is a small person in real life, like a little person. Dwarf isn't whatever you want to call. I don't want to say the M word. They don't like that, but. In the movie, he's still I still portray like the same proportions, but he's fucking huge. I loved that. That was so like random and just well done in the movie. It was great.
Yeah, but here's the plot. The whole plot thing with the Avengers Infinity Wars, and it's a plot hole in that everything that all happens, you get through everything, and then at the end, it's kind of like if you thought all this was a threat to the world, wouldn't you kind of have like every superhero out there as possible? Like where some just hiking or off camping somewhere, they didn't have cell
Well,
service.
it's like any superhero. Like I don't know if you ever watched the original Superman Doomsday animated movie.
No.
That was supposed to be based on like the cartoon, those the comics from back then.
Yeah.
In the comics, Doomsday comes in and fights the whole Justice League. And like he straight up fucking explodes Supergirl's face at one point. And in the
Dude, that's another plot hole with Superman. Like Superman was supposed to be the last one from Krypton. All of a sudden, you got Supergirl.
well, yeah, but no, like that's not a plot hole. That's just like he thought he
Well, they
was.
forgot she got lost off the planet as well, and no one knew of it.
Somebody else on the opposite side of the planet could have sent like it was the fucking planet was exploding. Like, Rod, you're being a bit too nitpicky now, my friend. You're getting a bit like.
Well, that's like the one person said one time. Well, if Thor's a god, why does he need the rest of the Avengers anyway?
Yeah. Well, like they call themselves gods, but they're not actually.
That's right.
My biggest thing with him is the god of thunder. What you can make things rumble. What does thunder do? Thunder does nothing. Thunder makes thunder is loud and scary. Lightning is your fucking power.
Hey,
he's
Terry,
the god of lightning.
Smack your fucking video camera. You're like out of focus.
For Redbeard?
Yeah, Carrie.
Yeah, he's kind of like a little bit out there. Freezes once in a while too.
Bunch of goddamn horseshit. Oh yeah, that's not cool at all. What the fuck? God damn you, camera. Focus. All
right, let me see here.
There it goes. Hey, look, I'm in focus. Good times.
There we go. Hey, thanks, Guy, for calling that out.
And then we go back, and Guy is who's having a good time. It says, I've watched the season of The Casting Couch. Ashley responded, I bet you have. Jamie says, burn that couch. Jamie says, infinite wet naps couldn't help that couch. And then Drunken One says, hi, gang. So what's up, D1?
Oh, hey, man.
D1 in the house. What's going on? And then Guy says, smelling like vanilla. Or smells like vanilla. Drunken says, hi to everybody. Exploring Ginger. Hello, Ginger says hello. Says hi to everyone. Guy says, hey to Drunken One. Blah, blah. A little bit of a commiseration.
I'm quite ginger myself.
Well, let me see here. Just lately. Drunken One, cheers. Everybody's cheering everybody. Not trolling Ash. I just never got into it. So he's never got into Game of Thrones. Yeah. He's not the only one. Like I said, it's just.
Fair. You know what?
Jake,
you just need to find yourself sometime, man. You will love it. I guarantee.
Cody says cheers to everyone else as well. And he said he loves the Avengers, which I do love the Avengers movies. I'm just kind of messing around with it. I'm looking for. I mean, I knew the comic of the Infinity Wars. I knew what was going to happen. So I'm looking forward to the second one to see how they adapt it from the comic as well.
I'm trying to catch up on all of that, to be honest.
It's going to be interesting to see what happens after that point.
Have you seen it? Have you read the comic before?
A long time ago.
Okay, so I won't say anything then, but there were certain things that play into it. Doctor Strange was key in it as well. So.
Oh yeah, Marvel has done like DC has just been shitting the bed all over the place. Marvel has for 10 years. For 10 years, Marvel has been fucking building up this kind of subtle thing they've done such a great job with it, man. Like,
but you know, like 20 years ago, Marvel was facing bankruptcy too.
Again, like where they've come, like, well, did not Disney? Disney's like on pace to own fucking everything.
Yeah, Disney just screwed Netflix too, because the Marvel shows aren't going to Netflix going forward for 2018. Disney streaming service.
Well, you say screwed, but like myself, like if you're a little bit of the red beard, the yar. I need an eye patch. Yar, internet pirate. I don't need no fucking Disney shit. Yar.
Okay.
You get it.
Drunken One says National Beer Day. What a day to enjoy beer.
Is it actually like International Beer Day?
For the U.S.?
Not anymore. Not anymore.
For the U.S. it was.
Whatever. You know what? Somewhere in the world, I'm pretty sure in like the west coast of Canada or the States, it's still like not midnight yet. So you know what? It's still National Beer Day someday. Woo!
Jamie said the M word and then mini question mark. Ashley says, OMG at Jamie, please find a few hours to watch. Jamie's trying to push the Game of Thrones. I give it to him.
Well, no, like, yeah, again, like, it's like, and even like you, Rod, like, fucking, dude, like Breaking Bad and stuff. Get on that stuff, man. Like, my God.
He said he's too busy watching this nonsense. LOL.
So that's on him. That's on him.
And he said, LOL, Red Beard cam tokens. Because you were getting all out of focus there.
There's 10 people watching this fucking insanity right now.
Gee
How?
says thunder is the sound beans can cause. D1 Drunken One says, thanks, Red. I'm not as buzzed as I thought. And then Red says, cheers. Gee says, strippers always smell like vanilla. That's why I said the cow smelled like vanilla. Come on, guys.
Jesus, Gee.
Was that come on, guys? Like a Greg's voice and Greg Beard? Come on, guys. Nice. Basement beer is French vanilla. Don't let Guy take us off course here. Don't give in to that, Jamie. Guy, you're such a vanilla. Yeah, it's funny.
Wow.
Then Guy says Twinkle the Wizard. So
Jesus Christ. Good times.
Guy or Greg, I'm not sure which one takes you to that next level.
Guy's actually randomly, you know, I have the possibility. I don't want to say it so much in the chat because it's been a. Are you down with Guy popping in?
No, I'm good right now. I mean, because I'm probably going to end it probably in a little bit, but
yeah, I figured it would go too much longer, but
I'm impressed with Guy doing the 3 beers like that, even though he couldn't keep it down. It was still.
I can't believe that. That was disgusting.
I wonder how long did it take before he actually puked it back up? I wonder. Yeah. Speaking of putting stuff down, so we had Oktoberfest here last week, and Joey Chestnut was in for the brat eating contest. So we ate like 66 brats in like 10 minutes.
Oh my God!
To win the contest.
Like 66 sausage like fillings.
Sausage brats, yeah.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Well, it's disgusting when you watch how they eat them, right? So they just take the dog and they soak the bread and they do all the stuff behind. It's like not even eating the right way, like you know,
just swallowing. That's disgusting.
And then it was funny watching the other people against him though. Like this one guy, he was trying and he just got like tired. He started walking away, then he came back and it's like, dude, you're already out of it. You should just leave. Then the other guys are like just almost ready to fall over, and it's just like it was hilarious to watch that. But he kept trucking through. It was like second place, I think, might have been like 35 or something, but like, he killed it. But a couple years ago, he came here in 870 and set the record for it.
70?
So he's kind of slacking when you think about it that way.
So disgusting. Why do people do this to themselves?
He's lost the step.
Really, why?
And then he asked for a beer afterwards. So,
there's no point.
But if you would have saw the guy that was doing like the hosting for it, he does the one when they do like on July 4th, they do the Coney one at New York. He was like out there like he was Vince McMahon. I mean, he was amping the crowd up. You thought you were about to start wrestling. Like I was sitting there with a guy in the beer. I was like, I'm about ready to rock bottom somebody out here. This guy's getting everybody all hyped up in the crowd. And it was just like, he sets it up perfect. He's one of the best hype men I've actually seen do something for an event.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah, but it was interesting to see a guy put down that many brats like that. He's probably like skinny. He's a skinny guy. I mean, he wasn't like huge or anything either.
Just swallowing hot dogs.
Never mind. I had a joke in there, but I was going to let that one go. Elbow says, wow, you guys are still on cool. I came back to find some reviews of wrought iron PA by Abita, what I'm drinking now. Hey, Elbow, if you actually search on my channel, I did do a review on that. I think like last year as well, if you wanted to check it out, by the way. Drinking in Canada. I'm that 3/4 level between levels. I like how I am the unknown. Yeah, Guy, you pretty much are the unknown for sure. Might be another live flying circus after. And then Cody says, lots of love. LOL, hype man wanted a wiener fight. LMAO, yeah. But I mean, he was like yelling and cheering. He was like, I mean, it was almost like you were at a WWE event. I mean, when he was actually promoting everything, and he was like making up, little things about each person coming out, like kind of telling a little tale about them or something.
Yeah,
it was pretty awesome. So, but just to see competitive eating live is like unbelievable.
It's not right.
Yeah. Jamie says the comments are the real show here, as Jamie's writing all the comments in. Oh man, what you guys got going on this weekend?
Work.
I'm off tomorrow.
He's frozen. Yeah.
What?
No, he's good.
Okay.
Kind of. Does he look stuck on your camera, Ashley?
No, he's fine on mine. Unfortunately, I wish he was stuck on mine. Shit.
Yeah. That's right. You wish, bitch. Yeah, I got.
Hey, what's happening, Trish? Cheers. Mrs. Craft Beer Pours in the house.
Oh, hey, I was in her chat for like 0.2
Trish,
seconds.
I was pulling for you against Brandon. I was pulling for you. They had a beer pong competition on their channel tonight.
Oh, really?
Ooh.
Beer pong.
Yeah. And what's drinking in Canada putting up different icons now? I have no idea what he's doing.
He's just lost his mind.
I think he made a new special drink tonight.
Oh, dear.
Yeah. I keep seeing stuff go out. I keep seeing messages.
Mess retracted everywhere. I just told you what to do. Fuck. Everybody's hammered. They're typing the wrong shit. They're like, oh, fuck. Retract that shit.
A lot of retractions taking place here. He says, guys ever have moonshine cherries?
No, I've never.
Don't think so.
No. Well, no. I mean, as you're saying cherry moonshine, like, I may have had, because I've had moonshine with cherries in it.
I've never had moonshine. So.
Guy says I've had Murphy's Law cherries. Sausage fingers.
There's a moonshine place that opened up near me called the Copperhead.
Or maybe it's cherries with moonshine in them.
And they make this apple pie moonshine that is one of the most unbelievably phenomenal things that you could ever have in your life.
Yeah.
It's fucking so good.
Oh, you like this, Red Beer. So, because I know you're a big South Park fan. So, I was flipping through one day and they were doing, South Park was on.
New season just started.
And it was an episode, I guess there was some girl that came to town that all the boys were liking, or everybody was liking, trying to be friends with her. Have you ever seen this? And she ends up being friends with Cartman.
Oh, yeah.
And they're at Cartman's house playing, and he has to pit in there like a Silence of the Lambs.
Oh, yeah, man.
He's telling her to repeat everything, and it's like it puts the lotion in the basket, and the loading basket in the hole, like a little stuffed animal in the hole down there. And he's like, now you say, Mister, I got your dog. You remember that episode?
Oh, yeah, man. It was good stuff. I've seen every single episode of that show. It's fucking, like, again, like the new season just started last night. So, yeah. New season of South Park. Woo, yeah.
So many of those. And it's true that they do all that animation like from the day they release it to the day they produce it. There's like a few days lag, and that's it.
No, like they do a fucking fantastic job.
Yeah. And
then again, it's one of those shows that it's been on for like, what is this, season 22 or something?
It's
so up there. South Park season 22, episode 1.
You can have them go forever. Like look at Simpsons.
But again, like the Simpsons has kind of.
They started like in '88 or something.
No, well, regardless, they're not. Nobody cares about the Simpsons anymore. They
still get ratings.
South Park though, South Park has never. They never went down. They've always just kind of gradually gotten.
I mean, I've stopped watching. I know I stopped watching. I know other people have, but
they're so good.
You just won't grow up, Red. You just won't grow up.
Yeah, that's true.
Cody Cody said the cherries are pretty damn good. He had the chocolate ones. If you eat the moonshine cherries, they hit you hard. He loves the apple pie moonshine. Now, the apple pie here is really good because they put the cinnamon stick in it too, which is nice. Guy said, did Red Beard just say female family things?
Probably.
And Cody says South Park is the shit, man. The Simpsons have been on it for a long time as well. Yeah. You still got to pay. I mean, you're paying the voiceover people, but, you know, you're dealing with animation.
I don't think I said female family things.
You probably.
But you cannot recall.
No, we're live right now, so we can go back and look at the other. We'll see.
You're like Judge Kavanaugh.
Holy fuck. They confirmed him. Fucking confirmed.
They did not confirm him.
That's not my politics. I don't care.
They did not? Was it what?
No, they just voted. It is to go to the next voting round.
Okay, well, again.
Based off the FBI investigation. He's not confirmed yet.
I hope not.
He probably will be, because, I mean, they got the votes most likely, but.
Yeah, that's basically what I was saying in a bad way. So you don't want that.
For being Canadian, I think you and Dan get most riled up about American politics that I know from anybody in Canada.
I just shit. Fuck it.
So I haven't
I was
seen
like,
Dan lose reviews in a while either.
I watched like a couple like internet news shows. Like nothing fucking happens in Canada that like there's no real exciting. It's all in the States. So like
yes.
I have nothing to get riled up about here. It's like my prime minister went to another country and played dress up like a fucking weirdo. That's like the worst thing that happened here really. Like,
turban, man.
aside from that, like the guy comes back here and like fights for human rights and does all this awesome shit. So it's like he'll go over there and be a bit of a whatever, but he comes back and I still think he's
wow. You guys had a little bit of a thing going on with Rob Ford until he died. So
no, I had nothing going on with Rob Ford.
We used to watch his on the news here, and we used to what is he doing up there? It's pretty funny.
Yeah, he never came over to my apartment and smoked crack. I tell you right now.
It was like Chris Farley got elected in Canada.
God,
you know what though? Chris Farley was fucking awesome.
Yeah,
he was a fucking amazing individual, and like I feel like if what happened to him didn't happen, and he had maybe kind of gotten on a bit of the right path, he could still been a big guy like John Goodman. Look at John Goodman. He's still a big, but. Like Chris Farley could have still been around, being fucking hilarious.
Yeah, John Belushi could have been too, and other.
Yeah,
people. I mean,
it's fucking sad, man. It's fucked up.
Hell of a drug.
Again, like you know what? You know what? All right, now I have a tiny bit in my hand. That's marijuana. Ooh, look at the most dangerous drug ever, and like that's it. I have no interest to ever do anything. Like I'm not gonna. Ooh, yeah, let's stick a needle in me and woo, good times. Like, no, what the hell is wrong with you?
In case there are already law enforcement people watching, that is in Red Beard up in Canada. This is not in America with marijuana. I'm just saying.
Marijuana.
I'm trying to beat that fucking Olympic shit now.
Do not come knocking on my door.
I cut my fucking hand off on a Rod J live stream or something. Like, yeah, baby, yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, randomly, I don't know if you've been there, but there's a channel. I was gonna do it in a live stream with you because it's funny, but it's called Janny's or something. It's a marble run channel, and all it is like marbles having races and stuff. They have like
what?
The Marble Olympics, and there's like teams of 4.
Marbles?
Every guy marbles. Every marble has a name, and they're all like different teams of marbles, and they go down in like all these different events and shit. And yeah, it's like I randomly like got sucked into it, and I was like sitting here being like, I'm fucking sitting here on my couch, cheering out loud for a fucking marble. Like what is going on in the world right now? But it's so entertaining. I was like, wow. But yes, I was going to stream.
The Beer Patrol. That's on you.
I was going to stream the Marble Olympics, Actually, you know what? I might do it. I'll live stream right now. We'll put the Marble
Not
Olympics
on my channel, you won't. You already got me a mark from the
No,
Olympics.
but again, this is the kind of thing that that's where the joke comes from. Is because this would not get you any kind of a strike ever.
Yeah.
Ever. But what was it? It's a I don't know the fucking name of it.
I'm thinking Red Beer may have been high, people.
May have been.
Maybe.
It's Jellies. JELLE''E's Marble Runs.
Possibly what?
You know what? I'm gonna put it right now. God damn you. JELLE''E Jellies Marble Runs. All right, here we go. Here we go, baby. Doing it.
What are you doing?
I'm doing it.
Don't put it on my channel. I told you.
No, I can't. I told you. This is the thing. This is not anything. This is not like the real
Why are
life
you
at all.
frozen on my screen?
Why am I frozen on your screen?
Oh, that's this. Oh.
No, see again.
hell
This
is
is fucking. It's hilarious. You know, I just like fast forward and like put onto some random shit here and just show you like I just want to like right the bobsled. They have bobsled with marbles, and like the camera angles and stuff, and the actual if you watch it, the commentary again. I'm not going to put the commentary on because I don't want to. I'm not trying to get you copyright strike right now at all. This will not get you copyright strike like the Olympics would, but the fucking. The commentary, they have like an actual like professional commentary person doing the background talking and stuff for it. And it's just really, really well done and entertaining and fucking like so many events. Like, what is this now? I think it's speed skating or something or team speed skating. And it's just, again, like I wasted somewhere in the range of fucking like a whole day watching like all the videos on this channel. It's just like
a whole day.
It's like you're sitting there like I'm like just I got a day off, nothing to do, watch some fucking YouTube, and it's like and you get into it and you're cheering for marbles. It's cool.
Yeah, you want to see the commentating thing. You got to watch the soccer or the volleyball video with the guy using his head. Have you guys seen that?
Oh, I've seen all that shit. Oh yes, yes, that's glorious.
That's the video to watch with the commentating.
I'm surprised they haven't like him being a goalie in hockey. There's still places to go with that whole theme they're going with.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
All right, gentlemen, I have to head out for the evening. I have to work tomorrow.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm gonna actually shut it down here. It's like 1:33 Eastern. I gotta get up in the morning and go drink some beer tomorrow at lunch. So,
Right.
But thanks for everybody that's actually watched out there, and thanks for everybody participating. And Ashley, like you said, doesn't have a channel, but Ashley's always around. And then Red, you
Ashley needs to start up a channel.
You can watch Red Beer play with his marbles. So thanks for everybody that watched, and we'll go ahead and catch you guys later. And like I said, tomorrow around noon, I may be up with another live video. Talk to you soon. Bye.
Yeah.